help if I unmuted it. I'll say that again. Maybe you'll remember those before us of the sacrifice that everybody made. Yeah, Mike, cheers, Jules. I've just noticed that, mate. Yeah, as I clicked it off and clicked it on. I've got loads of windows open back here. Right, evening all. Anyway, welcome along. It's Friday Night Live, lest we forget. Big ride this Sunday. We're meeting at Eclipse at 9:30, and then we are heading out, quick ride around Bletchley, and we're up to St Mary's from the for the memorial service there. So hi to Kazo, he's here as well. And as always, it's Freebie Friday giveaway. I have 3 giveaways. They're good ones as well, so we shall do that. Let's just add a few names in here. And as you can tell, we've still got the bloody cough as well. So Ronesy's there. Let's just kick in and put Subaru in. Let's add Todgy in as well. Let's go back to the StreamYard. Andy GSA Tractor is here as well. So we just put Andy GSA because we all know who he is. And if you didn't see the big light that I sent around the Motovloggers chat, Andy may get a new front headlight. Let's have a look. Who else is there as well? So we've got them out. Vince is here as well. So let's put Vince's name in. Let's drop Vince in. If you want to get onto the freebie giveaway, just say, put me in, and I will put you in. So we've added everybody. Vincent said to me, can you put me in? I'm going to try and get there in time. Boo is here as well, and Howie. So let's just put in Boo, and let's put in Howie as well. Let's add that one. Oh, yes, Andy. And then Sundrup said, can you put me in as well? So let's just add him in there. Now, the way it works with the Freebie Friday giveaway, or Freebie Friday giveaway, Vince, yeah, I've got too many Vincents in the room. I've got Vincent in as VJ Biker, so we know which one it is. And let me just check, I've got Vince in there as well. Yes, I have. We did a little bit of the Motovloggers page has been the little group that we've got going on WhatsApp has been sort of going slightly mad today. We've all been talking about Kiddies TV series, but I did say I'm thinking of a brighter headlight, a bit like oh, let me just take off this background a minute for a second because it obviously won't show it. Let's get rid of that and go back to the office. Right, let me just click that background off. Hide. Right, that should get rid of the damn thing in a second. If I go back to comments, maybe not. I don't know what's going on with this stupid StreamYard tonight. But we stuck a little headlight post up. Let me see if I can, and it's not going to put it up. So absolutely no idea why that is not letting me get rid of the background. Hang on a second, go into settings. It would say if you go into your virtual background and get rid of none, that works better for me. Right, Andy's front headlight. So Andy GSA Tractor is thinking of getting a new headlight for his bike. That might be the one that he is looking at now to go nighttime and daytime. There we go, Andy. We found it in the end. Right, let's go back to the Slow Riders in already. Ristler's here as well. Evening. Blake's Pipes is here. Now that the time change has all been done. Stuart Cochran. Let's put Stuart in. I think I've got Stuart in already. Yeah, Stuart is in already. I'm going to add Blake's in because he sends me stuff from America as well. So let's just put Blake's in. You never know. He might win a freebie. Still won't see him. Go with that big horn of his. We all know Andy's got a big horn anyway. Lily's in already, I think. Let me just check that I've got Lily in there. Yes, I have. That's that one there. And I think GB's in. Yeah, you were second in the list. Lily says I never win anything. So you've got till 8:30. We'll do the draw about 20 past, 8:30, depending on anybody that wants to be put in. If you want to get in on the free draw, just put in on the side, put me in. It's as easy as that. Loads going on this week. So this weekend is a remembrance weekend. And as I said, if you do want to come and jump in on the StreamYard link, the link is up in the side chat here. And Andy's got a nice new shiny helmet as well. He's gone and got his self a, I think it's called a Klim. Get that right. I thought that last time, Lily, and Slow Rider won himself a cap. Yes, cough, cough, cough. And someone is sat over here. Say hello to the crowd, everybody. There's the obligatory hand wave from the side. And Rizlar is coming on Sunday. Excellent. Let's put Rizlar in as well. So, Freebie Friday giveaway. There we go. Right, so that is coming up this weekend. Next Sunday, so the following week, I am not out on the bike. ZX9's here. Let me just put the ZX9 in as well. ZX9. Add him to the Freebie Friday giveaway. There we go. Hello, Mel. Hope you're doing well, he said. So that's Raoul Subaru WRX.
Beautiful.
Lovely, she says. Beautiful. Thank you. So next weekend, I am not out on the bike. I am having a Sunday with Mrs. B, the obligatory every couple of weeks it should be, but I've had 2 weeks on the bike. So I did say that I was taking her out for brekkie next Sunday. The following weekend is obviously the last Sunday of Bike Show Live at the NEC. So we're all off to the NEC and we've been invited up by Zontes to visit their stand. Quick swig of the obligatory glass of Californian Malbec. Let me have a quick swig. That's better. And it's a fine wine as well. I only drink wine. Lily said if she went to 3X, I could use it to camping. Just do what Andy does. Andy doesn't camp. He uses any hotel that has got more than 4 stars. And that doesn't include Premier Inns. It has to be a good one. It has to have a good bar as well. So StreamYard link's up. If you want to come and jump in on the StreamYard link, click that, come and jump in on your camera, and you're very welcome to do so. So Bike Show Live, we've been invited up by Zontes. And I did say to the boys at Triumph, obviously I'm going at the bike show. They went, oh, we'll message them. So I have been invited onto the Triumph stand for an obligatory glass of wine and a look around their new bike. So thank you, Triumph. We shall get off to that. I'm still waiting on the Givey boxes. God knows where they are. But they are en route, I have been told. Right, lots going on. Not a lot on MCN. And someone said to me, obviously, can you fill us in what is going on with Super Sausage? As I said last time, we don't go to Super Sausage anymore. We now go to Emma's Cafe. Lovely little cafe. Vince has been there a few times. Vincent's been there. Boo's been there. We love it down at Emma's Cafe. That's really good. And obviously Gasoline Juice. Now, the story behind what happened at Super Sausage, basically the Slow Boys went to Super Sausage. There was a load of issues with the police, and that is all I'm going to say about that. They went to Gasoline Juice. And off the back of that, there was a lot of BS flying around between the owners and what had actually happened. I didn't get involved in it, but I did get messages saying you've been banned from Super Sausage. Well, I went down and spoke to Gail, who said, no, you haven't been banned, but who are you? Well, I'm Rev. I do all your promotional videos. Well, I don't know who you are. Off the back of that, Chris has basically left the Super Sausage. Him and her have gone their separate ways. He's moved out. He's living with his mate at the moment. So hence why everybody is now going to Gasoline Juice and Emma's, and I will leave it at that. They're quite happy doing their own thing, but we're quite happy going to other cafes. Let's have a quick one. The breakfast ARE's cafe, yeah. GB Patriot just said, Triumph, you'll meet crap us at me, Chris. I will. Yeah, obviously, Cheap Bikes R Us are no longer in Milton Keynes. They've gone either bust or just basically given up doing what they do. But the mechanic Chris has now gone to work for Triumph. So, yeah, that'll be pretty good to find out what is going on. So yeah, we might bump into Chris. Chris is all right. He's a good mechanic. He's, I get on all right with him. Just the fact that he was doing these Yamasakis. And talking of Yamasakis, I have got one in for a service tomorrow. So I will get some video of me servicing a Yamasaki. That'll be a first for me. It's the first time we've had one in the garage in, 10 years. Somebody said the Zontes Cruiser looks odd if you ask me. Well, we will get loads and loads of videos when we get a bike show live, and we will take you around the show. We'll get the cameras out. The main reason I'm going to bike show live is obviously there's quite a few people that are going to bike show live that I know. So Hickey is going. He's taken one of our TikTokers because he's currently out in Thailand at the moment with 5 Foot Fifi, Lucy. So he's out there with Lucy. Boo knows who Lucy is anyway, so she's known as 5 Foot Fifi, but he's out there with Lucy. GB's just said Chris does well despite his dyslexia. Chris does very, very well. And VJ Vincent came in. He obviously had his house flooded, and he's had to try and find accommodation. So they've now put him into accommodation. Now Vincent messaged this morning. The little oiks, as they call them, are around Milton Keynes again, and they are basically having a go at bikes again. Now Vincent messaged me, oh God, got to be a couple of months ago. Someone had a go at his bike and tried to break the steering lock. So we managed to get it in. They'd broken off the metal plate that basically the key goes into. When you put the lock through, the pin comes out. They've broken it off. They've had a go at it again today, and that is the bit of weld that they have broken off again. So they've snapped it all off again, which means I've now got to re-weld Vincent's headstock. So we'll get Vincent in next week. We'll see what we can do with it. But roll on when the new terrain comes out. Have I heard from Jamie, Rev? Hope him and the missus are doing all right. Yes, Jamie messaged me about 10 minutes ago, actually, just to say that everything was all good. I think he actually put it on the Motor Vloggers group. So
I'm a bit confused. Can you lot maybe help me? So I overtook a bigger bike tonight because it was going too slow for the speed limit. When he's pulled up to the side of me, he's turned around and said, "Do you know about biker etiquette?" Then got shitty and rode off. What's that meant to mean? I've never heard of this.
Basically, he's bigger than you, should let him through, but if he's going to be a dick about it and ride like an absolute knob and be slow, then bollocks to him, mate. Absolute bollocks, mate.
Yeah, so that was my reply to Jamie. So, yeah. Jamie is here, actually. Hi, have you got the StreamYard link? Of course I have, Jamie. Give me 2 seconds to copy it and paste it. And we will whack that up. Yeah. I can't, if the guy's if he's got a 600cc bike, he's doing 30 mile an hour and Jamie overtakes him, then, good on Jamie. Slower than you, well, you should ride it properly. As what I said to Jamie was like, you should have said to him, well, biker etiquette, mate, you don't need to learn to ride that properly, or maybe you should go back and do a CBT again. And I don't beat about the bush. Subaru's like, well said, RB. Andy GSA Chapter, tell him to fuck off. It is after 8 o'clock. So C-bombs, F-bombs. If you don't enjoy C-bombs and F-bombs on my show, then click off. Or top right-hand corner is a little red X. Click that. Right, Jamie is here. Let's whack him on camera.
Hello.
Bloody hell, mate, you've had a haircut.
Oh, no, I'm glad to get rid of it.
I need one as well. Mrs. B is here.
Hey, Miss B.
Hello.
Right.
She's doing homework. She never has a day's rest. A bit like that.
Did you get my message?
I did get your message, mate. Yes.
Fucking little twat. I couldn't believe it.
I would have kicked him off his bike, mate.
But do you know those two things? I've come off Burgess Road, hit the top of Hill Lane, and they're doing about 15 mile an hour. And he was going to overtake, then he didn't. And I thought, what are you doing? Even I could get through there. So I was like, sod it. So I went round him, straight past him in the car. He got down to the traffic lights. I just said hi to him, and he's like, "You talking to me?" And I was like, "Whoa, what's your problem?" He was like, "You need to learn biker etiquette." He said, "Do you know what that is?" I said, "What the hell are you talking about?" He goes, "You'll learn it soon enough." I was like, what the hell?
I said to him, I'm a biker as well, mate, but you need to stop riding like a knob.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sodom, mate, Sodom. Someone that is here, he's obviously just said hi to me, Rich Forrester. Now, I've known Richard, since I was about, 17, 18. Subaru's just said haircut suits you.
Yes.
Rich is a very good biker. He's obviously bought a second-hand bike off us, but Rich is known for he'll pull me up on this if I don't get it right. But I think they call them recumbent bikes. So it's the one where you put your feet forward and pedal.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very, very, but Richard goes all over the country with his recumbent bike, and he goes camping as well. So he's like, oh, we're off here on the bicycles, we'll go camping. I have enough trouble putting all my biker kit and all my camping gear on my bloody motorcycle, let alone putting it on a bicycle. But Ryder was it Jax from Sons of? Oh, don't talk about Jax. She'll be going. Oh. She has a thing about Jax at the moment. He is right. No, you're meant to say I'm rather nice, and Jax comes. No, because my cough does her head in. She's like, she wants to get rid of me and get Jax in.
I've just spent a bloody fortune today.
Oh, go on.
So I've had the front tyre done now.
All right, cool.
I've just had my second chain and sprocket set done.
Oh, cool.
So,
Vincent's just had a back tyre on his bike. That was £200 for a Michelin. So decent Michelin on the back of that.
Well, do you know, I thought I had Michelins. They're not. They're Bridgestone MK2s. I think they are. So
yeah,
they seem pretty decent anyway. So
yeah. Blake said never heard of Ryder etiquette. No,
neither had I, and I've been riding nearly 17 years.
Yeah. Some people are like just absolutely full of it.
I think he was just pissed off because he was on it. It was quite a big bike, and I thought, you're blatantly just pissed off because I overtook you and completely left you.
Exactly that, yeah. Here we go. Syndrome's just said I've just done my chain and sprocket on the MER1. Hey.
Nice.
And I think his other name is bullshit. You can say what you've got to be careful because YouTube tends to drop out the comments if you say a rude word. Someone asked me how often do you adjust your chain? I went, I've never adjusted my chain. Why? I said because my last 3 bikes have all been shaft drive.
Even the Tiger, isn't it?
Yeah, even the Tiger's a shaft drive. The biker wasn't TMF, was it, JB?
No, I think if it was TMF, I'd have shoved him off on the way by. Said hello, kids, on the way.
You should have said to him, do you not know who I am? Hello, kids. but then again, someone else used to say, but we won't get.
Saying that I had a crack at him in one of my videos because I can't remember what video it was someone said where he mentioned my name and about how I'd mentioned in one of my videos.
All right.
He actually he sent me a private message the other night about it, and I was like, well, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Exactly. Yeah, if you don't like it, don't watch it. There's a little button on the side called click off. Richard's just said, just sold the car and come back. I had to spend the money on the kit for the bike. Oh, of course, yeah. StreamYard link is there if anybody else wants to come and join in on the show. We can get up to 10 people in this as well. So,
I made it home early tonight. Saw you live. I thought I'd jump on with you.
Right. Should we do the draw?
Oh.
Why not? So, what we got on the giveaways tonight? Right, let's dig them all out. I've still got stuff to post out. Getting to the post office to get stuff posted because the only day I get off is a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
So even if I was to stick labels on it, I've still got to take it to the post office to post the bloody stuff. So, pack of t-shirts. So, yeah, more t-shirts. We have, if you happen to be a bit of a cowboy, a side leg holster thingy. So you put it on your leg, and it's like a fanny pack, but it goes on your leg.
I'll tell you what, they're brilliant. I've got one.
So, she's looking at it. Not that type of fanny pack, love. I'm getting the finger there. But yeah, that goes. So it's got a little pocket to put your phone in. It's got a big pocket to put your wallet, and it's got a little loop that you can hang your keys on or whatever. Leg thingy. This is the good one. So we'll start with the t-shirt. We'll go to the leg bag. This is pretty nice. I've got a few of these that have been sent out. It is. Oh, and everything's falling out of it at the moment. It is a full-on motorcycle toolkit.
Nice.
which is like sockets, flexi head. You've got all your different Allen keys, star keys, screwdrivers, everything in there. So that is Grandioso prize number 1. That's going to cost me a fortune in postage to mail that out. That'll be a DHL job. Right. Let's have a quick look. Who's in the room? Sean's here as well. Bit late, but evening all. Howie, was it a Harley? It's the only way they can stay in front of other bikes.
No, it wasn't.
Let's talk helmets. How much is too much? Is budget better? We'll talk about helmets in just a sec. Yeah, I fell asleep watching YouTube yesterday. When I woke up, I think it was TFM Bradley's new £1,000. Like you do the comments on the videos, comment on sites. I remember it's conservative. Yeah, it's all right. It's because it's on the screen. That's why everyone else can read it. I mean, I might need to delay fixing it. Going to be short for a while. We'll need to fight with the insurance some more. Exactly that, mate. Lily, woo! Yes, definitely. Right, let's get on to. I've got to bring this up on screen, so I've got to go share the screen, and we're going to go to Wheel of, as I call it, the Wheel of Names. I call it the Wheel of Death. So the Wheel of Death is there. Now, I'm not going to take the blame for it, so I am going to get Mrs. B to press my button. You'd like to click the mouse, dear. Just click anywhere on the screen, and we are off. So the winner of the t-shirts tonight is going to be it is ZX9R. There we go. So ZX9R, I've got his address as well, so we will get into that. We will remove the name, so we now know that ZX9. Oh, she's writing it down for me. How about that? That's what you call good secretarial work. So I shall pay her for this. Yeah, in kind later. I just got the finger again. Right. Next one is going to be for the leg bag. Right. Are you ready, Mrs. B? Press the button if you'd be so kind. Right. Winner of the leg bag is going to be. Here we go. It's coming round. It's coming round. It's coming round. It is.
Do it.
How about that? It is you. There we go. So Stuart with his XDV, he has won himself the leg bag. There we go, Stu. That's all good for you, mate. Todgy's just said I'll have to stick with my catheter leg bag. Right, the final one, the Grandiosi prize, the socket set. And Mrs. B's going to click the wheel for me.
How much is it worth? I'll sell it on eBay.
I think they're about 20 quid, those socket sets. I've got one for mine, but it's a spare one as well. So, is it going to be VJ? Is it going to be GB? It's Julian, GB Patriot. So, Jules has won himself the socket set. Well done, everybody. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to studio. Oh, hang on. I've got an echo. It's because I've got my YouTube open as well. So well done. So Stuart has got himself the leg bag. Jules, otherwise known as GB Patriot, has got himself a socket set. Well done. And we'll see how many prizes that people send me next week to give away, because I like to pass stuff off. Right. Let's go back to Andy's question. Let's talk helmets. How much is too much? Is budget better? There was a test. If you go onto eBay and look at cheap budget. Oh, and the socket set's just gone on the floor there. Great. Chuck that one there. That's better. GB, much appreciated. Mention my mum's address. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Just drop me the address and I'll get that in the post. I'll have to be DHL on that because Royal Mail will charge me an arm and a bloody leg sending that out. Anyway, there is a good YouTube on a good video on YouTube. Let me just drop Vince in very quickly while I do this question. Evening, Vince. Good to see you, buddy. Now, the guy has basically gone down the road and he's got top of the range Shoei crash helmet, about 100 quid's worth of Shoei, just cheap budget Shoei helmet. He's also got a Halfords crash helmet. And he does a very good trick. I think the video might still be up, but I know it did get a lot of stick and got pulled because he mentioned Halfords for crash helmets. So he takes a melon and he peels off the skin. So it's just literally the pulp with the melon inside, puts it inside the crash helmet. And they've got a step ladder 6 foot up, and he's got a house brick, and he drops the house brick on the showy helmet from above, and it's a brand new showy helmet, and this thing goes badoing and bounces off. They take the crash helmet, nice big dent in the top of it, so the helmet's a write-off. Turns it over and goes, "This is your brain. Look, the melon is still intact." They do it with the Halfords crash helmet, and it's a 35 quid crash helmet, and you know what's coming. He goes up, same height again, same house brick, and drops the house brick. It hits the Halfords crash helmet. The helmet splits down the middle and opens and pulps the melon.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So if you imagine that is your head, but obviously he mentioned it was a Halfords crash helmet. There was a lot of flack and a lot of stick going on about this Halfords crash. But whether the video is still up, I watched it about 6 months ago, and I'm like, oh, I've got to share this. But I thought, no, I better not share it because obviously you're mentioning a company, and it's. I think they call it libel or something. You're opening yourself up to a can of worms. I thought, no, crack on with it. Right, let's just have a quick run through these. The best helmet is one that fits you properly. Yeah, no point in owning the top of the range helmet and it doesn't fit. Exactly that. It just did a decent video on helmets. Yeah, testing as well. ECE, sharp ratings and all that. Second-hand helmet off of eBay, not paying anymore. Actually, might get one from Lidl's next time they've got them in. Recommend going in the shop for helmet. Get it fitted. Make sure it fits your head really snug.
Most bike shop do that, don't they? They'll fit it for you. Most bikes shops will, I suppose.
Exactly.
But surely with helmets, there's the quality, but it's also the noise as well. That's another big thing. There's safety. There's also noise. There's fit. But because I had a K-Berg one for a while, 140 quid or thereabouts, sports bike shop. Took it back because it just was too noisy, and then went for a Neotech 2. So you will get what you pay for, I think, to a certain extent. But I think I've heard the LS2s are good.
Very
I
good.
think they're the Spanish manufacturer, aren't they?
Can you pass me that one from over there?
I think the LS2s are starting to. Good rep.
Sitting over in the corner. Now, this is I'm actually part sponsored by LS2, so Jamie remembers this one, the disco ball. I had this one. This is the one.
Tron.
It's got it had an iridium chrome screen to it, but it's literally a full. Someone said to me, it looks like the helmet from Daft Punk. This is the one that actually went down. If you remember when I was on the ZSB and I have good days and I have down days, and I got hit from behind. This is the crash helmet that hit the floor. I paid 35 quid to have it x-rayed and checked out. And they said, the helmet's fine, you can wear it again. But by then I'd lost confidence in the helmet. The only mark on it is right up there. So it's got literally scratches and dents all down this corner where my head hit the road. I won't wear that again, but I love this helmet just because it's chrome and it looks good. So let me put that back. I went and bought the titanium LS2, which was the basically the hand painted one. Had that, and then obviously saw a couple of other helmets. So what I did, I cleaned it all up, put all the cheek pads through the wash, cleaned it all up. Vincent, VJ Biker, actually has my second-hand helmet. So Vincent's got my second-hand helmet, but it's lovely and clean, and he loves it. Todgy, I saw you wearing that in Daft Punk. Off the back of that, me and Andy went down to the HCAF down at Berrinsford in Oxford. We looked at the showy adventure helmet, because I did say, obviously, I'm getting the Tiger. I want to get an adventure helmet. We looked at the showy, 799 quid for the showy adventure. And I'm like, can't afford that. So I messaged LS2 and said, do you do an adventure helmet? Yes, we do. We've got this one. which is that's the LS2 carbon. It's a full carbon helmet, and it's literally light as a feather. But I've got all my camera gear on it. I've got all my cardo built into the side of it. They retail, I think, around 300 to 320 quid. I got it for a hell of a lot less. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it.
You can't go wrong. If it's ACU Gold, you can't go wrong, can you? Now,
exactly.
The Neotechs and the flip ups, they won't. They you can't rate those as ACU, but you've got the equivalent EU sort of rating. So, but yeah, ACU Gold, that's all you need to worry about, really.
BM just see my LS2 is okay. The Schubert helmet is really, really good. My new one has crumple zones. GB's just said turn the helmet into a lamp with an LED inside. That'll be pretty darn cool. Cheers for the idea, Jules. I might just do that. Free my helmet's been written off from mold and water. Need to decide what to buy to replace. Son, I've lost my RI. Rev just needs some trousers now, and I'll have an outfit. Transition visors are good. LS2's the only one I got left. There's a channel called Champion Helmets that do helmet testing on YouTube. There we go, guys. Champion Helmets. Let me just have a quick look on YouTube and see if I can find that channel. And then I'll post you up the link. So Champion Helmets. And if anybody's got a channel that obviously you're not on my screen, pop me your channel up in the side chat or whatever. But you're going to have to obviously space it out, because if you go and type the actual link, it won't share it. So yeah, that's a pretty good channel. The best of top best motorcycle boots, flip helmets, modular helmets. There's a lot of motorcycle gear in there as well. So let's just share that channel. Put that one up. There we go, guys. So that is the channel to go and have a look at. So youtube.com and just put Champion Helmets. Got what have they got as their logo? Just says Champion Helmets. So yeah, worth a watch, guys. Go and click the like, subscribe, and they've got 41,500 followers. So weird. Lily, I like carbon. Need light with big aperture. I get claustrophobic. Looking at roof, the roof carbon is really nice. Yeah, they are very good. Chin straps magnetic. Very odd at first. That's different as well. Need an okay camera for my bike. Just not sure what. It all depends if you're doing just something just to record your ride, for obviously accident purposes or insurance purposes, or if you want to do stuff for motor vlogging and that type of thing. So there are what they call action cameras available on eBay for about 15 quid. Waterproof action cameras, copy of the GoPro. Chinese, they will do the job. They'll record, and I think it's 720p and some are 1080p. It's okay for recording your ride for insurance purposes. It will capture footage. But if you are motor vlogging, and obviously you've got the likes of Ghost, the Drift Ghost, you've got the DJI Osmos, and you've also got the GoPros. Of all of those, I've had GoPro. GoPro are absolutely crap.
You've also got Insta360.
And you've got the Insta. Andy runs an Insta360, just one Insta360, and then normally his camera on his helmet. The Insta stuff is good.
I've got an Insta Ace.
But I tend to run these. So that's the one that goes on the front of the bike. That's the Action 3. On that one, I have the Action 4. Now, the difference being, there's your Action 4. I have it in what they call an aluminium cage. So the cage does protect it if it drops around and bounces all over the place. So it protects the camera. But the one thing that you do get with the DJIs, and if I turn this one on by pressing the button on the side, so fires up, there we go, get a little bit of audio. Now, if I get that near enough to the camera so you can see it, so it's videoing wall behind me at the moment, get up quite close and wait for it to activate. There we go. Start recording. Start recording. There we go. Stop recording. Shut down. It's voice controlled. So you can do that all off the remote mic inside your
How
helmet.
much is that, Rev?
These are about 300 quid. So the best bit is I can take that, the actual mount. So rather than mess around with thumb screws and all the screws that you have on the GoPro cameras or your app, you literally get it, drop it on the mount, that's on. It's magnetic and it's locked solid, and all you do to take it off is press the 2 buttons, lift it off. That literally drops straight on. And once them 2 locks are in, that's not coming off. I mean, Mike, what I do is I've got a little bit of Velcro on there, so I just Velcro that inside my helmet. You can use that then inside the helmet, or clip it on your shirt, walk around with your camera and do your outside footage. But they're around about 300 quid. But that works with the Action 3 and the Action 4. The new one out at the moment is the Action 5. Todgy's just said all 3 of my DJIs just started recording. That is the thing. If you go start record, stop record, or shut down, you can't get it.
Ours is when we're riding as a group.
All my cameras are going berserk.
When we're riding as a group, we on the Cardo mesh, we just shout radio on, and everybody's radio goes on. But of course, it's not tuned in, so or you get loads of static.
Yeah, I get that. So I tend to have I have my Cardo, but the only thing is, it's like Cardo music up, or Cardo music off, or Cardo call home, and it's like boom, boom, or Cardo go to Google. You can do like your Google Maps. You can do shed loads off the Cardo as well. But then when you're trying to talk and you're like, "Oh, Cardo, stop," and then the camera goes do 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 do, I'm like, "Oh, for God's sake!" But you got to be careful. And I bet you're sat in your Y fronts as usual. No, I'm not. I've got my leather pants on today. Oh, shut up about my leather pants. I'm constantly in the leathers.
It lives and dies.
I live and die in my leathers. Yes, I
So
know.
just to be clear, though, it's pants as in trousers, not pants.
Yes. Right. DJI. Oh, here we go. DJI site's got the Action 4 for 220. The only reason that the Action 4 has come down in price is obviously they're trying to push the Action 5. So for front footage, B-roll camera, just get an Action 3. They'd even do an Action 1 or an Action 2. They're just as good. I would not. Can we talk about? Oh yeah, Sandra said. Can we talk about Kevy Jeans? Oh, here we go. Here we go. She's going to hook on again. I tend to live either in leather trousers when I'm at the garage, or I do have my Kevy Jeans on. The only thing is, obviously, if I'm rolling around on the floor, kneeling down all the time, and I've got Kevy Jeans on, they do soak the oil up. Leather trousers don't. I can just wipe my knees off, job done, which is why I live in my leather trousers in the workshop. But for actually riding the bike, yeah, decent Kevy jeans. You can pick up decent Kevy jeans, sports bike shop, or I tend to use a company in Northampton called J&S. Very good bike shop. They did my Nox armor for me. But you can get a decent pair of Kevy jeans for about 35, 40 quid. But any Kevy jeans, just make sure they've got the CE armor, so that's the hip protection and the knee protection in them.
Where's J&S in Northampton then?
A place called Findon.
Right.
So if you basically put it in your sat nav, you go through Findon, you have to go round the outskirts of the train station, and then it's about a mile out of town. It's just literally a big, massive warehouse.
Right.
But there's loads of stuff. And the best bit is they've got what they call the bargain bucket. So they do like we do with the tyres at the garage. Anything sort of 3 months or over goes in their bargain bin. So they've always got sale items in there as well. I managed to pick up that Knox armor. Now the Knox armor, I think off the top of my head, is about 280 quid, and I got basically manager's special on it for just under 200 for Knox armor. That ain't bad. And that Knox armor in the summer, rather than wear my textiles, I just put my Knox armor, and I do when I ride from the garage as well. I have my Knox armor on, just pull my garage jackets over the top, just so I've got that extra bit of protection under me. Because you have a crunch with just a couple of jackets on, that is going to hurt like a bugger.
So is that just that's just the armor, like in a mesh? So not like a mesh jacket. That's just.
It's. Give me 2 seconds, and I'll go and grab it. Have a chat, Jamie.
Have a chat. You're right.
Did you? I had a. Rev was talking about being rear-ended earlier, and I saw one today. Witnessed one today. A bloke on his brand new. He was running it in. I think it's an FJR 125. Somebody rear-ended him at a roundabout today, which is a bit unfortunate. But
there we go.
I was sorting that out earlier.
So it's a full mesh jacket.
Yeah.
Shoulder pads, elbow pads, and the back armor all built into it as well.
Yeah,
that's good.
So that is the Urban Free. Good bit of kit. Right, is my little rack behind going to take the weight of all that lot?
It's going to fall down one day.
Yeah, so Knox armor, good. Right, let's have a quick read at these. Andy, I love my Kevlar shorts. Got to protect the goods, mate. Got to protect the goods. 250. Gore-Tex Kevlar undercrackers and little skid lid with a good pair of Crocs.
You've got them downstairs.
Oh, shut up about my Crocs. They'll all be out.
Crocs.
Thanks, love. Cardo radio is bad, so listen to online radio. It's much better. Steady on, sailor. Lime green mankini with Kawasaki written on it. Had one of those.
If
you won't believe it. There's the amount of stuff that is out there that people wear in the summer, and you're thinking t-shirts and shorts and a pair of flip-flops to ride a 1000cc bike, and you're thinking, really, you're just going to be an organ donor?
Yeah, it was like when you and the boys came down. I went back by M27 and I said to you, there was about 3 of them, shorts, t-shirt, going down the motorway. I was like, you're nuts.
Yeah, all the gear all the time. Yeah. Todgy's just said, Crocs, what more do you need in life? Could be Jesus creepers. Someone was very interested the other day, Vince, in your what's the thing you do? Disco bingo, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good. There's one coming up next Friday at the Lowndes Arms.
Oh, there you go.
So get yourself booked in, Mrs. B.
Oh well.
There you go. Next Friday, Lowndes Arms, you can go and do disco bingo.
Oh well.
You can go and meet Vince as well. He'll probably be doing the number. All right, here's your next one.
Is it Gary Mack?
Gary Mack, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to one on Thursday.
Okay, yeah.
He's doing that one as well.
He's called Gary and Zoe Mack since he got married. So clearly, she was thinking, hold on a minute, I'll need a piece of this action.
Wear what you want, your skin, your life. It don't matter to me. Exactly that, Andy. Yeah. Right. Oh dear. Do about 10 minutes more, and then Rev is going to bail out. Don't forget, obviously, Sunday we have the Remembrance Ride. So if you do want to meet up, we are meeting a little bit later, Eclipse at 9:30. Heading out 10 o'clock, half an hour ride, get up to St Mary's about 10:30. That's when the service starts, and then obviously Remembrance at 11 o'clock. But there is lots of parking. We normally park on the pavement. There was a couple of us that turned up last year, and it was absolutely hammering it down the rain. And I think Andy was there as well. I'm sure Andy came down. And some guy went, "Oh, do you guys want to stand under an umbrella?" And I, no. "Oh, but you're getting wet." I went, "Those people gave their lives. I think I can manage to stand in the rain for 30 minutes, mate, and get wet. It don't bother me." Yeah. But you're going to get those that go, "Oh, I'm not going out this weekend. It's wet, it's raining." Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Went to crash once, right, had full gear on, but his girlfriend had a mini skirt and high heels. Jesus. He said, "I'm only dropping her up the road." Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely crazy on that one. Tim, right, any tips on storing the bike over the winter? Give it a good clean. Make sure it's ACF'd to the maximum, ACF 50 or SF 365 on it. Keep it on a trickle charger as well, but at least once or twice a week, fire it up, let it run for about 10 minutes just to keep everything moving on the bike. And try, if you are storing your bike and you've got it on a main stand, rotate the wheels at least once every week. Just rotate the wheels, or if you've got it on a side stand, just move it back a couple of foot, rotate the wheels, because otherwise you will end up with flat spots on your tyres, which is what we see normally about February, March. Everyone comes in and goes, "Oh, I'm going down the road and my tyre's going tick, 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 tick." Yeah, you've got a flat spot where you've stood the bike for ages, mate. Rubber
The
does
other
not
thing
like
is your fuel, isn't it? So try and keep as little amount of fuel in the tank.
little or brim the tank to the maximum. If you've got E5 in it, just brim it to the maximum, but just give the bike a good slosh around. It's like anything. You know, you go and leave your bottle of orange squash on the side and you don't drink it for a couple of weeks. You come back and there's all this sediment in the bottom. You're thinking, has my orange squash gone off? No, it's just settled, which is exactly what your petrol in your tank is going to do. Unfortunately, if you're like Andy rides all year. So do I. Road Rash rolled in petrol is a good mix. Exactly that. Top tip for winter storage: ride it. Exactly that.
I've got to be honest, I don't see the point of getting a bike and keeping it in a garage.
No. They got wet and muddy in the wall. Yes, they did, Lily. Tochi, well said, Andy. Or Carl's here as well. Keep it in the house.
I did that, I'd be a dead man.
Thanks, mate. Get a fuel stabilizer as well. Yeah, anything like a molly shooter, good molly shooter, whack one in, or a fuel stabilizer. You can get them in sports bike shop. I think they're about £7 for a fuel stabilizer. Drop one of them in your tank. I tend to molly shoot every month in my Tiger. People go, "Yeah, but you're always filling it up with fuel." Yeah, but if you put a molly shooter through, that's going to clean all your injection system and your pistons and your valves and everything. I hear it's good to keep the tyres off the ground with a rug underneath. Yeah, anything just to take off that hard surface. Even roll them onto a pillow or a bit of foam, or just rotate the tyres. You know, move the bike back 2 foot, leave it there for a week, and then move it forward a couple of feet. Just keep the bike moving backwards and forwards, so you're not on the same point of the tyre all the time. Otherwise, you will end up flat spotting it. And tyres aren't cheap, you know. I don't have that problem. If I flat spot one of my Nobblies, I'll just go and do a little burnout against the wall for a little while.
What?
Do a burnout.
Nobblies.
Nobblies. Yes, I've got Nobblies on my bike.
Oh.
Have you seen his Nobblies?
Not for a while, Vince, no.
That went so quick, didn't it?
Stevie's coming. Military's here as well. Stevie's just coming while we're talking about Monopolies. Oh, Jesus. Could store the GSS on the centre stand of them both wheels off the ground. Could this get any smuttier on a Friday night? Oh, it's worth it for the few counts.
Sorry, is it me going the tone?
No, it's normally me. It could be worse. It could be worse.
No.
Oh, what fun. Yeah, that's true, Blakes. There goes the monetisation out the window. You can give me 30 pence worth later.
What me?
Yeah, well, yeah. Now, wrong with a bit of smut, says Todgy. Stevie, I spent last night defrosting the freezer. The wife calls it foreplay. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. I had one. What was that one that got sent the other day on the neighbours chat? We have very weird neighbours. In case they're watching. Hello, Zoe and Ben. Oh, God.
You've narrowed that down to just Zoe and Ben, your neighbours, are we?
Yeah. Oh, God, where was it?
All the other neighbours okay then, I guess.
Oh, yeah, the other. You have to watch out for the others. Oh, that was it. My X-ray, wasn't it? I said I had a really bad leg today. I said it was meant to be. I was meant to be sending it to Mel as a joke. I sent it on the neighbours chat. Yeah, here's my X-ray. And I went and put it on the neighbours chat. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
But we tend to have a little bit of a laugh with the neighbours. What was that other one that they sent? Oh, that was it. You had to dress up as a famous 80s record. Karen at this year's staff party, the theme was dress up as your favourite song title. She called herself Eileen. Yeah, and that's as far as I go with that one.
Oh dear.
She was popular.
Yeah. Hi, Andy. I bet the ceramic coated bike helps. Yeah, of course it does. Rich said that's Brick Hill for you. Yeah, that's where we live. Oh dear. We actually came home tonight and Mrs. B said to me, she went, "Oh, just to let you know, the A5 is closed. The slip road's closed." Another car crash. And I'm like, oh God. Well, I actually came up the slip road and it was all right. It was two cars that had a prang just before the slip road coming into Woburn, coming off a Little Brick Hill. But that slip road, and obviously Vince went with me to Triumph Woburn. The reason all those cones are there is because Google and Apple, Google Sat Navs, Apple Android, and all the Sat Navs were telling people to turn right as they came up to the slip road, and they were turning the wrong way against traffic on the slip road and going on the main dual carriageway in the wrong direction.
My son did that, Rev. He actually did do that and got to and saw a car coming their way, fortunately, and thought that's wrong. So yeah, he had to reverse back up.
Well,
did that.
There was a fatal there, was it about 9 months ago? Fatal accident where someone had actually hit two old ladies. And one of the girls in the village put on our village news, our village Facebook page. Son was coming home from work one day, I think it was last week. Car coming the opposite way again. But Google, it's took Google, TomTom, and everybody ages to now put a thing in and say, over the overpass, turn right. So, yeah, luckily, but it was telling people to turn right on the wrong slip road.
He used Waze, but Waze is owned by Google. So yeah, it's all the same mapping.
Yeah, so they've changed it all up now, but obviously you'd have thought that two big red no entry signs and a no entry on the road would people just don't look at night. And the thing is, it's so pitch black up there, the road's unlit, so you can't see any of the street signs. They need to put a bloody light in there.
But how many occasions have you seen where cars have driven off of jetties because the sat navs told them to keep going, or they've tried to ford a river because the sat navs told them to keep going?
Yeah, exactly. It's just absolute, and that's people just not paying attention, just listening to what the sat. You know, if someone said you go stick your head in the oven, would you? Or
no.
Yeah.
Stick your head in the oven, Dave.
Thanks, darling.
You say that I had an accident the other day at work. So I went to let a car by, and as he's gone by, he's whacked me with a mirror and then drove off.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no entry sign should be lit. Exactly that. Yeah. Absolute madness. Right, it is coming up for 9 o'clock, guys. So I am going to head out of here. Don't forget, Sunday morning, 9:30 down at Eclipse, we have the Remembrance Ride. I know Vince is off to a different venue.
He's Sheringham on Sunday, yeah.
Sheringham, so there is one at Northampton. I think they're doing 2 actually, so All Seasons CAF, and then the other big bike CAF just up by Billing is doing one as well. So they're doing a big Remembrance Ride on Sunday. It's on Bikers MK, it's on Biker Friends MK. All the posts are up for that one. We're going to do a small one out the garage because I ain't going to have time to get to Northampton. But hopefully everybody has, you know, a good weekend. If you are out Sunday, thank you very much. You know, give your time for those that have fallen. And as I say, you know, 11 o'clock, everything stops. 11 o'clock on it will be the 10th this Sunday, but it is, you know, Remembrance Sunday. So thank you very much. If anybody is there, is Phil in tomorrow? Yes, Phil is in tomorrow. Tata, all much appreciated, Rev. No, it's all right. Yeah, I've got the message, Julian, so I'll get that off to you in the week. Rich may pop over in the morning. Yeah, come and grab a coffee, mate. I'll be about in the workshop somewhere. Lily, brilliant show. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
Right there.
Slow rider. I'll see what Porno has to say. Any tips for storing motovloggers over winter? No, that's all right. The kids will keep him happy. Sumi, bye, everyone. Great show tonight, mate. Click that like button. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you haven't clicked the like button before you go, subscribe button, please do so. Yeah, I'll have work then. BMC, thanks everybody. So thanks everybody in the side chat. So Lily, Stevie, Andy, Toji, Subaru, Howie, Zenix9R, Slow Rider. Who else did we have? GB Patriot. I've said Howie. Temrai, Rich, Rugged Rideouts, Carl, Zenix9R, BMW Gus. I think that's about everybody. If I didn't mention your name, thank you very much. BMW Gus Black, yeah, I've done them all. We all know Mrs. B's in charge. Exactly. You know, that's why we've been married for 20 years, 24 years together yesterday. And we were discussing it because obviously Phil said to me at the garage, he went, "What do you mean 24 years anniversary? I thought you'd only been married 20. I said, yes, but I was with someone at the time. Yeah. Mel had a partner. And we all met up at the fair, and none of them liked roller coasters, but me and Mel did. So I said to her, come on, we'll go on the Wild Mouse roller coaster. And as it went through the tunnel, we had a quick kiss and cuddle.
You had a roll on the coaster, did you?
We had a roll on the coaster, mate. And I was like, I really fancy you. She went, yeah. I said, I'm going to go home.
I said, you're all right.
Yeah. And she went, you're all right. Yeah.
Treating me.
I came home, caused an argument, and kicked her out. So kicked out my partner at the time. She kicked her partner out as well the day after.
She didn't live with me.
Well, he didn't live with him. She dumped him. Yeah. Don't love you anymore. You're gone. You're history. Within a week, she'd moved in. The bed wasn't even cold. But you know, she was. You know, we were discussing. I said she was 21 when we got together. I was 36 and she was 21. Yeah. So she's 15 years younger. But they always say get yourself a younger model. They keep you in check, and she does. She looks after me, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he's a miserable bottom.
Yeah. 35 years for Andy. 40 for Toji. Mrs.
We won't make 40 because I don't think he'll be around then.
Mrs. B was funny dropping the one-liners. Thank you.
Thank you.
44 years for Howie. 2 of those were almost happy years, says Toji.
Just the first 2.
He's the wild mouse, what you call your tallywhacker. Going to ride on the wild mouse, yeah? Blake's 3 years free and happy. Andy, my missus was 15 years old. I'm Jimmy Savile. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's going badly down the man. Great. Thank you, everybody. It's been a great live stream. We'll do it all again same place, next Friday, 8 o'clock. Thanks to Jamie. Thanks to Vince. Thanks to everybody in the side chat.
Special thanks to me.
Special thanks to Mrs. B. So next 9 hour shade, 12 years married to my hand. I'll see if we can. Oh, and Boosh just said she's only with you for the leather pants. Yeah, but you don't want the sweaty bits that are inside.
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The like on the way out. The stream, GB just said, you must be red. Roll on next Friday. Take half an hour. Special thanks, Mrs. B. Rich, Dave had leather pants in the 80s. I did have leather pants in the 80s.
Still the same pants.
There's probably still. Brilliant. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. We'll see you all again next Friday. Don't forget, if you're with me Sunday, we'll see you at 9:30 down at the garage. Till then, thanks to Jamie. Thanks to Vince. Thanks to everyone in the side chat. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Be well. Ride safe. And from Rev, it's a big goodbye from me. Take care. Enjoy the weekend, everybody.